4 random tips about accommodation on the Camino de Santiago, plus a song. Depending on a pilgrim's budget, most people try to treat themselves to an overnight stay somewhere nice during their Camino. Everyone dreams of arriving in Santiago, never having to walk again, staying in a luxury hotel with a private bathroom. Well, every day, thousands or hundreds of people arrive in Santiago. They all have the same idea, but hotel accommodation can be quite limited. Plus, Santiago is a tourist attraction in its own right, so prices seem to be higher and availability a bit more limited. Once you get close enough to know the day when you think you'll be in Santiago, booking ahead is definitely worthwhile. Hotels tend to be cheaper on other parts of the Camino and can be cheaper still away from the Camino itself. The Spanish government runs a chain of quality hotels called paradors. These are based in old castles and palaces. One person I met stayed in a parador in Leon for €100, a beautiful room, private bathroom, no snoring. When I got to Santiago, the parador there was €300 a night, although there had been a fiesta a few days before. So the prices vary. If you keep an eye on the prices of hotels and paradors when you're near, say, Leon or Burgos or other bigger towns, if you see one there for a good price, it might be a better idea to have your luxury night stay there, because when you get to Santiago, it might be very expensive. Here's a room in a Casa Rural that I shared with a pilgrim, €35 a night. Here's the room I had in Santander. That was also €35. Modern room, really big size, luxury bathroom, €35 a night. So if you want to stay in a nice hotel, it's best if you can be flexible. When I got to Santiago, I stayed in the Seminario Menor. It's €17 a night for your own room. You can book ahead on booking.com. You have your own sink, your own electric socket, even a little table where you can put your glasses. There's no ensuite bathroom, but you can always have a wee in the sink. In the basement has a kitchen, an eating area and its own shop. Plus they've got wash machines and dryers, everything you could dream of having on the Camino. I liked it because it's absolutely enormous. Here is the route from my room down to the kitchen. One of the things that affects availability are fiestas, and in fact when I was in Santiago, I got there on a Saturday, and one of the reasons all the hotels were fully booked, and they were on Sunday as well, was because Thursday the 12th of October had been National Spain Day, so that's a public holiday, and then the Spanish have something called a bridge day. So if your fiesta and your day off is on a Thursday, then you have Friday off as well, and it just joins up to the weekend and makes everything much more civilized. That's why the parador in Santiago was €300. In Spain, there are different types of public holiday. There are national ones, regional ones, and also individual towns and cities can have their own day off. The one good thing about them is, apart from Easter, normally they fall on the same date each year, unless it's due to fall on a Sunday, in which case it ends up being on the following Monday. Here are the dates for 2019 for national holidays. Each region has its own holidays as well. Here are the dates for Navarra in 2019, La Rioja, Burgos, Palencia, Leon, Lugo and Coruña. There's a theory on the Camino that the first albergue you come to in a village is not necessarily the best one. The theory goes that the people who run the first albergue don't have to spend any money on it because all the pilgrims arriving in the village, they always go to the first albergue, and they're so glad when they find out that they've got spare beds and they don't have to walk any further and they can take their rucksacks off. The theory goes that the people who run the second and third albergues, for example, have to spend money on them because they want good write-ups in the guidebooks and on social media, so the pilgrims walk a bit further to their albergues and make a deliberate decision to go to them, rather than just falling into the first one they come across. And now for the song. Slava, who's a friend of the channel, has composed a song about his memory of the Camino. It's very good and he plays the guitar very well. One of the lines of the song says that your Camino never ends, which anyone who makes videos about the Camino on YouTube will know only too well. So here is the link. Please go and watch it and give him some likes. Well done, Slava.